Mr. Real Talk, your go-to YouTube channel for brotherhood, sisterhood, and an attempt at righteousness. Tav X Hebrews, purity and becoming one. What's going on out there, fam? Hope all is well. We are living in a time right now. Babylon is falling. And it ain't hard to see neither. Babylon is falling. All of the other nations out there, it's time for you to get what's coming to you. The Most High God, my God, and the God of my brothers and sisters who are the physical Hebrew Israelites. None of that spiritual Jew stuff. Talking about the real McCoy here, the physical Israelites. We got a God, and he's not the God of the nations either. He's our God. He got a bone to pick with the other nations out there, and so do I. And so do many of my Israelite brothers and sisters out there. Look, it is what it is. Most of the Israelites in 2025, most of them are softer than a newborn baby. And I'm talking about the men. Most of the Israelite men are soft as a newborn baby. The only time when y'all will be hard is when you're going against your brothers and your sisters. Most of y'all. Most of y'all are weak, soft, jelly-back, lily-livered, bow-legged vermin. Just like Yosemite Sam used to say on Looney Tunes. Rootin' tootin', two pistols. If anybody remembers Yosemite Sam from Looney Tunes, go down in the comment section and let us know. You lily-livered, bow-legged varmint. That's what Yosemite Sam used to say. Used to tote two pistols too. Rootin' tootin', always busting off. Most Israelites though, y'all are soft. Y'all love your enemies. King David would be ashamed of most of y'all. So would Joshua. So would Moses. Most of y'all don't have a backbone. How is it that you can be so vicious and mean and aggressive toward other Israelite brothers and sisters, but when it comes to the nations, you want to be so loving and kind, merciful? I'm talking to somebody out there right now. King David would be ashamed of most of y'all. Joshua would be ashamed of most of y'all. You wouldn't be able to hang around them if you was back in the day because you're too weak, scared, and soft. All you want to do is love the people who've been brutalizing you for thousands of years. That makes no sense at all. It only makes sense if you a wimp, if you are a weenie, which most of y'all are. It's clearly to see that. Most of y'all are weenies. You want to run out and give hugs and kisses to the niggas who've been putting you in slavery, stealing all of your lands, stealing your women, taking your life, chopping your body up, selling your organs on the black market, and y'all want to give them love. Y'all, some of you very Israelites on this channel want compassion for them. The fact that you would want compassion for any of the other nations is beyond me. It is beyond me. But I definitely understand though. You soft. And you ain't nothing like King David. You ain't nothing like Joshua. You ain't nothing like the Old Testament guys at all. Them guys in the Old Testament, them guys were serious. And they did not show sympathy for the other nations who were abusing them. Do y'all not know that illegal migrants have been abusing God's chosen people? And now that it's time for them to get what's coming to them, I see Israelites out there crying. I see Israelites out there trying to get me to have a heart. I ain't got no heart for the illegal immigrants. Zero. I don't care about them. I only care about the nation of Israel. And the very microscopic bit of Gentiles out there that want to cleave to us, which is like that, okay? I ain't got no love for the other nations because they ain't got no love for us. And I'm not a sellout and I'm not a coward. I'm always going to choose Israel first. Israel over everybody. The other nations are inconsequential, irrelevant. They ain't never considered you, so why you want to consider them? All the other nations have done is rape, rob, steal, commit all kind of violent, heinous atrocities, stealing your identity, stealing your land, stealing your women, stealing your heart, your mind, and your soul. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourselves out there. Y'all ain't nothing like King David, like I said. You ain't nothing like Joshua. And then we got so many Israelites out there that don't want to unite. And look, I could see if we was following JC. I could see if we was out here drinking blood and telling niggas to, you know, pray to another God, do anything in the name of another deity. I could see if y'all wanted to separate from us. But nobody over here on this channel does anything like that. Everybody on this channel serves Yahawah and him only. Anything we're going to do in the name of Yahawah and him only. But there's been a spiritual plague amongst the Israelites. The majority of Israelites out there, if they don't agree with everything you say 100%, they stop talking to you. How many times have we seen that on this channel? Too many to count. I don't agree with everything he says. I'm never speaking to him again. He's got to agree with everything I say the way I say it. If not, I'm not talking to him anymore. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. But you know what? Some of y'all gonna have to learn the hard way. Some of y'all gonna have to learn the hard way. And you want to keep ignoring Isaiah 52:8? Go ahead. You the one that's gonna pay for it. And I know some of y'all out there, you got the spirit of guilt on you right now because you know that this is you. But you also got the spirit of pride on you. So you're not gonna say nothing. Even though you know you're wrong, you ain't gonna say nothing. It's sad. It's very sad. We're living in a time where upgrades are happening every day. Knowledge is growing. Spiritual things are being revealed. Finding out more and more about righteous divination. Finding out a whole lot about a whole lot. Some of us on this channel, we be seeing numbers, okay? And this didn't just start. Some of us be seeing numbers. 3-digit numbers, 4-digit numbers. Things like 888, 777, 333, 555, 222, 111. Also, we see 4 digits. 2222, 4444, 1111. I'm gonna talk to you for a little second about the number 1111. What's going on? Now, a lot of people out there would like to say, oh, witchcraft, the Most High don't deal with numbers, prove it. The Most High is the one who made numbers. You know how crazy y'all sound? Numerology, sorcery, A lot of Israelites are so cowardly and so afraid. You think everything is sorcery because you're scared and you don't want to learn nothing. All you want to do is argue, and you want things to be your way or the highway. That's how a lot of Israelites are. My way or the highway. Believe everything I believe 100% the way I do, or I'm not your friend anymore. Pathetic. To anybody out there who sees different kind of numbers, when we see these numbers, and shout out to Elder Yudah, one of the elders in Israel. We love that brother. Shout out to Elder Yudah. Because I've been seeing numbers for a good long time. And some months ago, Elder Yudah, I think his channel's name, Elder Yudah and Yahawah, it's him and his wife. He made a video. He was the only elder in Israel that I seen address this whole numbers thing. No other elder in Israel wants to touch this. I guess for various reasons. Some of them probably scared of it. Witchcraft, sorcery, Whole time, the Most High God created numbers. But anyway, the elder said, when you see these numbers, and see, this is the thing. Sometimes when you get information, you get knowledge, you don't know what to do with it at that moment because it hasn't been revealed. But it got revealed months ago. One of the purpose for these numbers is to go into the scriptures with these numbers. Okay? That's one of the purposes. Elder said, you know, when you see something, 444, 111, whatever, you take those numbers and then you dive into the scriptures. Say if you see 222, you take that, you go diving in the scriptures. Say, for instance, you go to Genesis chapter 2, verse 22, and there you got your 222. Or you can go to Genesis chapter 22 and verse 2. Either way, you got 222. You follow me? If the number's 111, just using this for example, you can pick any book, any chapter, long as they match. 111, go to Psalms chapter 1, verse 11. There's your 111. Or you can go to Psalms 11, chapter 1. You still got your 111. And you will be surprised how a lot of times when you do that, you will find scriptures that apply to you, your life, whatever you got going on. I'm telling you, I've done this too many times to count. And you will be surprised. Thank me later. All praises to the Most High God. Thank you, Elder Yuda, because you're the one who taught me that. And I've yet to see any other leader or teacher in Israel even mention numbers. And I can only imagine they probably afraid to touch that topic. And many of the elders are also aware in Israel, once you start saying something that people don't agree 100% what you say, they're going to ghost you. Y'all, I still can't believe the way that some of y'all behave. I really can't believe it. But at the end of the day, I guess I do. Because we living in a time right now, everybody got the squeeze being put on them in one form or another. And I remember when I was a little kid, I used to know this pastor when I was a little kid. He used to say, son, you don't know what's in an orange until you squeeze it. And right now in 2025, most people are getting the squeeze put on them in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And now you seeing what they're made of. You want to run off and never talk to us again because you don't agree with everything we say 100%? We see what you made of now. And it ain't never too late to correct your ways. Maybe you so stuck in your ways that you don't realize how evil and how sinful and how wicked that is to separate yourself from brothers and sisters because you don't agree with everything they say at 100%. Totally bypassing Isaiah 52 and 8. Check yourself, Hebrew. And I'm telling you that out of love. I'm not mad at you. I know there's something wrong with your spirit if you want to do that. If you can't realize that we're not going to agree on everything until Yahawah comes, and if you can't realize that it's wrong to turn your back on your brothers and sisters because you don't agree 100% with everything they say, something wrong with your spirit. I'm not saying it out of anger because I'm not angry, okay? I know what it is. I know what's going on. I would never turn my back on Israelites because I don't agree with 100% everything they say. There's plenty of Israelites out there I don't agree with 100% things they say, but that's still my brothers and sisters, and I still love them. I still love on them. I chop it up with them because I ain't going to turn my back on them. I'm not that kind of Hebrew. I'm not a back turner and a deserter. I know you got the spirit of guilt on you, but you're too prideful to come back and humble yourself down. I pray to the Most High that you do. Now these numbers, okay, I see numbers every day, all day. 1111. Seen that number 1,001 times. So do other Hebrews. Maybe you a Hebrew, you see 1111 all the time. A Hebrew sent me a message today at 11:11. And that message that they sent me was 1111. So as soon as I saw that, you know me, my mind started rolling. I said, let me dive into these scriptures and see what I can see with 1111. And here's what I saw. And it resonates with my spirit, and I'm sure it's going to resonate with somebody else's spirit out there too. If what I'm getting ready to read to you, first of all, anybody out there who sees numbers, anybody, I want you to go down in the comment section right now and type in whatever numbers you be seeing. Let us know. If you see 1111, let us know. If you see 4444 or 444, whatever you seeing out there, if you are a number seer, hop down in the comment section and let us know you with us. And then take that same method that I'm telling you now, that Elder Yuta told me and others, dive into the scriptures with them. You'd be surprised at the timely scriptures that you will find. It's the reason that the Most High keeps showing you certain numbers at certain times. 1111. If this resonates with you, I want you to go in the comment and type in 1111. Listen, the book of Joshua, chapter 11, verse 11. You see that? It's 1111. Now tell me if this doesn't resonate with you, particularly right now. Listen to this. We're going to read it out of a couple of different versions. I'm on Bible Hub, New International Version. Everyone in it, they put to the sword. You know what that means? They totally destroyed them, not sparing anyone that breathed. And he burned Hazar itself. This is talking about Joshua and the boys. Joshua was a righteous man. Joshua was a holy man. Joshua was a warrior. And he ain't have no problem with putting niggas to death when it was time to get busy. Unlike a lot of y'all out there. A lot of y'all want to push love, brother. Compassion, brother. Does this sound like compassion to you? New Living Translation. The Israelites completely destroyed every living thing in the city, leaving no survivors. Yeah. Not a single person was spared. And then Joshua burned the city. I can step off right now. I can step off right now. Y'all niggas out there ain't nothing like Joshua. Joshua and the Israelites that was rolling with him, they killed everybody in the town. Every living thing. Look at this. New Living Translation. The Israelites completely destroyed every living thing in the city, leaving no survivors. No, Ak. Please, Ak, no. I know, Ak, there's got to be some good ones in there, Ak. Leaving no survivors. Not a single person was spared. No, Ak, that ain't right, Ak. Joshua is evil, Ak. Joshua should have had compassion, Ak. Not a single person was spared. And then Joshua burned the city. So not only did he put every single person in that town to death by the sword, then he torched the whole daggone town. Get some love out of that. Get compassion out of that. See, most of y'all, you could not hang out with Joshua. And the Israelites that was rolling with him, they was about that action. They was about that life. Not like a lot of y'all out there. No, brother. Brother, this isn't right, brother. You just can't be that way. Show some love, brother. Did Joshua show love? Did the Israelites who was rolling with him, did they show love? Again, the Israelites. And you notice, this didn't say the Israelis. This ain't got nothing to do with no Israeli. The Israelites. These were niggas. The Israelites completely destroyed every living thing in the city, leaving no survivors. Not a single person was spared, and then Joshua burned the city. No, Ak, please, Ak. Ak, that's a misprint, Ak. That's not righteous. You can't just kill everybody, Ak. Oh, yeah? Tell that to Joshua. Was Joshua wicked? For putting every person in Hazor to death, was he wicked? Or are you just a wimp? You ain't about that action. You ain't about that life. You softer than a newborn baby. A lot of y'all out there soft. English standard tradition. And they struck with the sword all who were in it, devoting them to destruction. There was none left that breathed. And he burned Hazor with fire. There go your 1111. Yeah. That's one of the things it's time for us to be thinking about. See, I could have went to any other book out there. The Most High will show you what book to go to, and you'll know what's talking to you in that moment. Just like right now, I know this is talking to me, and it's talking to the Israelites out there who are about that action. The Israelites out there who not like a lot of y'all, not the weak, soft, cowardly, lying Israelites, not y'all. Y'all couldn't hang out with Joshua, and you couldn't hang out with King David because you're weak, pathetic, and wimpy. This right here is to them warriors, the ones like Joshua, King David, Moses, the ones that know it's going to be a time and a place where it's time to put niggas to death. No love, zero compassion. What you know about it? Huh? What do you know about it? Meanwhile, you're surrounded by your damn enemies, and a lot of you niggas, all you want to do is have love and compassion. You weak. Check your weak spirit before it's too late. You better tighten up, Hebrew. Joshua was about that action. Straight gangster. You ain't seeing gangsters like the guys in the Old Testament. Moses was gangster. Killed the whole entire army with a stick. With righteous divination. Killed a whole entire army. Destroyed the nation of Egypt with a stick. You know how many people Moses killed? You know how many Egyptians Moses killed and maimed, destroyed their lives? You know how many enemies Joshua killed and destroyed? What about King David? What about Gideon? Y'all, a lot of y'all, you couldn't hang out with none of them because you weak. And it ain't got nothing to do with being big and having muscles. Your spirit and your heart is that of a 6-year-old little girl. Love, brother. Just love, brother. Joshua would have been ashamed of you, most of y'all. Joshua would say, I'm going into Hazor. I'm killing everybody in there. And the Israelites was with him, said, that's right. Let's kill him. Because those are our enemies. Yeah. You ain't no soldier. You ain't no warrior. You a wimp. I'm trying to shake you out of that wimpy spirit right now. You ain't got much longer. In case you haven't looked around, Babylon is falling. The United States of America is on its last leg. Only the Most High God knows what's going to happen this weekend downtown. Okay, I'm in the DMV. The president, Donald Trump, is throwing like a birthday shindig celebrating 250 years of the U.S. Army. I'm telling y'all, to all my brothers and sisters out here in the DMV, do not go downtown this weekend. You go down there at your own damn risk. It's going to be a lot of fake Mexicans down there who hate you. It's going to be a lot of illegal immigrants down there who hate you. It's going to be a lot of U.S. soldiers and Marines down there who hate you. All the Israelites, stay out of there. Do not go downtown D.C. this weekend. I will not be going down there at all. I advise everybody in D.C., Maryland, and Virginia, do not go downtown this weekend, y'all. I wouldn't be surprised at anything that happens down there. Anything. You're looking at the fall of Babylon. You better check your spirit. To all the Israelite men out there, check your spirit. It's time to grab your nuts. Be a man like Joshua was. No, brother. Love, brother. I don't want to fight, brother. I know you don't, because you're a wimp. You couldn't hang out with Joshua or Moses or King David. A lot of y'all, you like to read about that kind of stuff, but when it's actually really time to put in work, you're going to run like a little coward. You don't even want to get busy. You don't even want to see your enemies die. I want every last one of my enemies in the dirt. In the spirit realm, wandering around completely confused and confounded and withering with fear. That's where I want my enemies at. I ain't got no love for none of them. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. If 1111 resonates with you, if you have been seeing 1111, let us know in the comment section. If you've been seeing other numbers, let us know what you've been seeing, Hebrew. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Tav X Hebrews. I'm out.